Hello my darling, it is finally the time. I'm going to show you how I built my current vanity room, but let's first start with how it all began. Originally, this is how my vanity room looked like when we first moved in, and it stayed like this for a good year. That's why instead of starting with 2016 in February when I actually moved in, I started with January 2017 because I felt that that was the most updated. If you follow me throughout my home renovation home tour, you'll notice that this room changed quite often. This is my brush area, and when I first got started, I made the rookie mistake of let's display everything that you use, and I realized that doing this made the brushes a lot more dirty and dusty, and I kept all my skincare product in a box that was arm reach or arm length. And back then I loved using Estee Lauder. It was just something that I always reached for, and of course it changed, and as you can see, this was the original rookie mistake that I did. I mean, I felt like there was so much going on with this desk, and I still have the same vanity desk. It's just what changed is how I arrange it. Now let's talk about where I got each pieces. Let's start with the makeup drawers. Those were actually purchased at Michael. I got them for 40% off. I believe when I bought them they were only $20, and I bought a total of 8, and at the time I think I overbought, and so I stored a lot of my makeup inside these drawers. The full-size vanity mirror I actually purchased at a Home Good nearby, and the room itself changed mainly because I was buying all of those wisteria for my backdrop for my wedding, because my wedding is in April. So in March I started buying more and more. I started working on the frame. The frame that you're seeing in my backdrop now is actually the arch that was on top of my wedding for the backdrop of my photo, and of course I built that myself. I actually made a video separately on how that was done as well as how much it cost, and so the room changes a little bit. Mainly because I had to kind of make more room, because this is where I'll be filming as well as where the bridesmaid and I will be getting ready. So for the rest of March entering April, all I did was work on my frame, and of course it gets better and better as I start to buy more wisteria and just adding it on. The wisteria was actually bought at Michael. Once again, they are quite pricey. I couldn't really make a tutorial about this because it would really over budget a lot of the viewers, and I just don't see a point when I'm going to make a super expensive DIY tutorial. But this is how it looks like now that it's all done. And of course, during this time I was really focused on my skin. Watch out for my flawless skincare tutorial, because I actually had really bad acne prior to my wedding, and I got rid of it within 15 days. And in May, of course, my backdrop for my wedding is now my original or current backdrop. The vanity room wise, it stayed the same. The setup of how there's dual mirror, that was exactly how it was for April. Now I get so much question on how this was built. As you can see, there are two separate pieces that I kind of pieced together. The flower in the back by itself is not all in one piece. It's actually in 12 by 12 inch square, and I had to kind of piece them together, and I kind of staple it to the wall, and that's about it. But it does come in several different colors. I chose this because it was just a earthly theme and I really enjoy it. If you like my backdrop and you would like to purchase for your own wedding, don't forget to contact me or drop me a comment down below. You can contact me via email at macshantea@gmail.com, and I can show you samples of the other backdrops I've done for other weddings. Perhaps it'll fit into your wedding theme, and of course I can choose and I can make this in any color you wish. The bubble chair was actually purchased by my husband. I think when we first started dating, that was one of the anniversary presents. That was upstairs on the 3rd floor. I started moving it here into my own vanity room just because it fit with the theme so much better, and I do like to just chill and read a book in there. The vanity desk itself was purchased on Wayfair. The mirror was also purchased on there. These two pyramids that I'm storing all of my perfume in was purchased at Home Good. It is still available now if you go and look for it. To watch my complete makeup collection, please click on the link down below, as well as I linked it somewhere on the video. On the bottom shelf, I also got these mirror-like kind of storage box at Marshall, Home Goods, TJ Maxx. They kind of carry all the same thing, but that's where you can find a lot of these cases and holder. I've also linked a good amount of acrylic cases on the description bar for you to look at. Wayfair has them for a much better price. But that pretty much is how this vanity room came to be. I started out in 2016 and it looked completely different, but I think I am finally happy with the way things look. I don't know, maybe one day I'm gonna change it again, it really depends. But for now, don't forget to check out the full makeup collection as well as my older video. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to thumbs up on this video, comment down below what I can do better, and I'll see you next time.